Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you this time for tuning into my 2,994th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. Hey, one of the things I want to say is right off the bat, boy, we got our butts kicked today, 2 days in a row. Everything I touched today turned to mud. Forget about turning to gold. There was no Midas Omni touch in the building today. Actually, there is one bright shining star. You'll see it in the next chart. But, oh, we were bad today, kids. That's 2 days in a row. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Always place your stops first. Never trade without them. And listen, it's the sum of all Omni trades. We don't live and die by one trade. I've been running this Omni since the 80s. I've given up wondering whether or not the Omni is good or not good. It just does what it does. It's been through all the debacles that you could name since like 1984, 85. You know what I mean? Literally the savings and loans debacle. Then we had a little bit of a wiggle in the 90s. Then we ran into 2000, 2001, the dot-com bubble, the trade centers bombing. We come out of that. We have the flash crash. 2008-9 first, then the flash crash, right? We had the big crash of 2008-9. Then we had a flash crash in 2012. COVID, then we had tariffs, and the Omni has rocked through all of that. So I'm not going to worry about 2 days where we got rocked. However, here's what I want to tell you. Take all the trades as they come out. Do not shy away from tonight's recommendation. Win or lose, we are professionals. We are here to make sure that no matter what happens, we follow the Omni and we see what the results are at the end of the month. We don't care about winning or losing on any particular day. Why? Because we're day traders. It's impossible to win every day. So we're going to have periods where we don't. But Omni mostly has winning weeks and mostly has winning months. Knock on wood. You know what I mean? Let's hope it stays that way. So let's get back to where we were. Jerome Powell said a bad thing. The day he said a bad thing, the top of the market came in. When he said, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with rates next month. We'll see. I don't know. It was a bit of a monkey wrench, right? Market came down, but look what's happened. Omni flipped from bearish Wednesday right back to bullish on Thursday night. From Wednesday night to Thursday, bullish already for Thursday day through the, Thursday, let's call it Wednesday night, into Thursday morning, through Thursday's close. Omni flips to bullish from bearish. Just like that, doesn't even go neutral. So looking at the charts, I said, well, that's interesting. What else is going on out there besides the Omni flipping? Take a look at what's happened in Russell. Came back down to this average and the bottom of the channel. And even though it went through for just one bar, the next day, Wednesday, turned around and went right back up and settled above the average and inside of the channel. Look, see that? So, you got to give that some credit. That's pretty good. And the Omni flipped to buying the dips. So I went, all right, what's the ES look like? And I'll show you that one. And take a look at this. So, what we're getting is buy signals in the U.S. indices. We had this. I showed you this chart last night. Said we've been Powellized. Powell threw a monkey wrench into the works. That was the high. We dropped from there, filled the gap on this red day, but kept on going. And then what happened? We dropped again. So as we started to go down lower, I came up with targets. If you remember yesterday's video for trading on Wednesday, Tuesday's video for Wednesday, target was 67.46. If that gets hit, then we'll look for 66.75 to 66.60 area. It dropped this morning to 67.48.5, almost 46. Lows were in, and it's gone up since. So, we lost today. Can you figure that one out for me? Us Omniacs lost money today. Thank God our stops were in. But we lost money today knowing that this was our target. We knew it last night. Somehow we lost money trading today. Isn't that terrible? We were in a trade today. It came all the way down to our profit target, got within 1/10 of a dollar, and turned around and went right back up and didn't let us out. We had one of those days, you know what I mean? But look, we called the low and somehow didn't make money today. But that's not usual. You stay with me, you'll see how this Omni works. So, back to work. We've been powerized. You saw we dropped. Well, there is an average down here that I was assuming we were going to get to because the last major drop took us down there. 3 tests of it before it held. Never got there, only got to target number 1. Now, target number 2 is not that average, by the way. It's a measured target, but there is an average there I thought we'd hit as well. So, we nailed the low basically with the first target. It was hit and it turned around and popped up. Pretty good analysis, right? Hopefully we get to make some money Wednesday night through Thursday. Always place your stops first because you never know what's going to happen. It held solid when it hit that first target and went up and basically took out everybody's stops and went towards the highs. So now we've got bullish signals in E-mini S&P and in NASDAQ, Russell, E-mini S&P, the gamut as a whole, bullish signal turned. Let's go take a look at something else pretty exciting that's happened. Thank you to your help on the Omni trading token. We started out with this bull flag, and if you remember, this bar was not there. This green bar, I was trying to cover it, but there's nothing to cover it with. The green bar wasn't there. The red bar wasn't there. The green bar wasn't there. We were here. Let's see if it'll let me move this little circle. I'll bet it will. All right. We were here. And I said, look, this looks like a bull flag. Now, we haven't had all that much time and data in the Omni trading token yet, but this looks like a bull flag to me. And look what's happened in the 3 days since we drew up this bull flag. Out, test, breakout. That's analysis working on all 8 cylinders, kids, right? Working on our Omni token like analysis works on any of the fiat markets. Works really, really well if you know how to use analysis on the crypto markets as well. I kid you not, I use it in all sorts of trading crypto, coming up with where I think markets should go. You've seen my long-term targets in Bitcoin. They've been phenomenal using the Omni. So look at this nice trade breakout so far. Thank you, Omniacs, for what you do. We love you guys. We will continue to support the Omni and continue to grow our, what we used to call a slush fund in the old days, we now call a liquidity pool. And, of course, we will ramp up our advertising to make sure that we keep this viable. Thank all of you for what you do. We love you, Omniacs. Go to pump.fun if you want to see the Omni coin there. It's also on many exchanges, but pump.fun is where I leave videos, so that's a cool place to go. Traders, if you want to see me in my trading room where I'm at all the time, I am there right now, waving to you. Just go to livewithoscar.com, fill out, it's really easy. Just go there, and in a moment or two, let me see if I could just show you a quick illustration. If we go to livewithoscar.com, you can just simply click register if you don't have a login. Boom, register. You're going to need a little bit of information. It's going to send you an email code. That's when things can get a little bit swirly. The email code will likely go to spam if it's the first time my site has ever communicated with your email address. A lot of now what browsers and emails do is if they've never communicated with you before, they go off to spam. Go look for the email from Omni in spam, unspam it, answer the email, fill out this stuff, of course. You'll have a username and password. And in no time at all, you will be where I am in my live trading room. You put your password in, you click chat live with Oscar, and as soon as you do that, you end up here with me. So I don't always keep my camera on 24 hours a day, but I monitor it 24 hours a day. My microphone stays on, and I'm always there typing. We run live with Oscar 24 hours a day. So we got buy signals in the Omni. We got buy signals in S&P and NASDAQ, Russell, you name it, the gamut of the Dow Jones, the YM. Nice buy signals there. What else do we have? Check this out. Bitcoin comes down, does something dramatic, smashes all the way down from our 126 target, which was an amazing call when we made that call, all the way up, past the other targets that we made secondary along the way, hits this target, and then decides to crack. But when it cracks, it gets down to here. Hits an average, also hits the trend line, rallies up, gets through the average and the trend line for one red bar, turns around on Wednesday, back into the channel, back above the average, and the Omni turns green. How about that? We have buy signals all over the place. One day the Omni was red, it flipped back to green on the indices. It's been red in Bitcoin for some time now. So the Omni's even turning in Bitcoin. Love to see that. Traders, please like and share these videos. Leave your comments right below on YouTube. We love to reply to your comments. We love the back and forth with our Omniacs. Make sure you know that if crypto is going to go up, altcoins in any way, you got to make sure that Bitcoin wants to go up, and that's your clue to the other altcoins. And Bitcoin looks like maybe it's putting in a hold down here. I like what I see. Don't forget that starting January 1st, 2026, large, enormous hedge funds are allowed to put Bitcoin into your 401k. That's a very interesting thing. I'm assuming that'll give us another rally at some point. So you probably want to long-term buy the dips, which is what we do in Bitcoin. Like and share these videos, leave your comments, and if you'd like to actually train with me, go to OMNIBootCamp.com and fill out an application, and you can spend 4 days with me in an Omni Bootcamp. If you want to do that, no problem. OMNIBootCamp.com is your place to go. Barring that, I will leave you with this, traders. Stop SAR in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. Thank you for tuning in. Leave your comments. I'll answer them. Like and share these videos. And if you want to hang with me, it's livewithoscar.com in the trading room and omnibootcamp.com if you want to come to my training camps. Great to see all of you.